Yeah, apparently they have OBS. Well, okay, so everybody get into this tinyurl.com/usemisty/cyber. It's kind of like an invite link to this Google Analytics page. Yeah, so the tinyurl is up there.
TinyURL what?
/GSMST-cyber.
Wait, why?
It's like an invite link to a Google Analytics page. Oh, oops, I probably. Yeah. Once you need to get on the network because I'm hosting it through the router. Tell me if that works. Okay. Well, anyways, we'll get started. So. Okay, welcome everybody back to I guess from for spring break. So, as you guys know, like we've been trying to kind of push on offensive security and learning what like penetration testing is. And so this will be just like kind of like the first day for us to test out. I'm just doing little like kind of mini lessons to get everybody going, and we'll work from there. So, if you have any like feedback afterwards, just tell me. But let's just get started. Like, do you guys know what ethical hacking or penetration testing means? Anyone trying to find it? Marvin, go.
You're a white collar hacker that tries to has permission to hack into systems.
Yeah.
And check for vulnerability.
Yeah, exactly. So there's different types. There's well, I guess I can write it. There's what is it? White hat hacker, black hat, black, gray. There's all kinds of colors, and I actually don't remember all the names, but the important white and black. So usually the hackers that you see normally are black. What was that?
No, it's about the sign-in thing. Why is he going to like some random servers?
I think I'm hosting it off my routers. That's why.
That's fine. Right?
Yeah.
Do we actually want to sign in? Okay, I'm gonna use my score.
Is it working for you?
Yeah, we're gonna lose it anyway.
What?
No, like
Exactly.
1 month or so. 2 months.
Just go to the tinyurl.
No, wait, what if they record
Yeah,
you?
so no, it said not secure on the top
Well,
of the HTTPS lock thing, so you know that's why.
Black hat black hat hackers are just like the normal hackers you see that are like trying to infiltrate a company or like trying to steal people's information. And like Marvin said, like white hat hacker is meant to help companies, and like as part of ethical hacking, they're trying to see, oh, these are the holes, security holes that a company has, and they're letting them know, okay, you need to fix these. So, anybody have been able to get into the webpage yet?
wait, what did you say?
Have you been tried out the page?
Wait, like the TinyURL.
Yeah.
I got it and I typed in my.
You got it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
You just have to
anything
wait.
gets you in.
Yeah.
Well,
I use my school email because I'm gonna lose it in 2 months.
okay, here's the thing. Sophia was right. So this is an example of what we call a phishing attempt.
Wait,
Yeah.
are they? When are they deleting?
So this is
school
actually
emails?
just
Huh?
a
Are they
simple.
deleting school emails?
On June 1st.
Let me see.
June 1st?
Because you can't click on the things at the bottom.
So,
just
mhm.
don't.
So okay, first of all, Google Analytics has nothing to do with what we're doing. This is like for you to see how many people has like, who views your website and stuff.
You
So this
can't
like
actually like get our passwords and stuff, right?
yeah. So this is tinyurl.com/cyber is actually using set toolkit. Like okay, I'm gonna hide this down here.
Put in a wrong password, it won't
Yeah. So it doesn't actually go anywhere, and
Just goes to google.com.
yeah. So with like set toolkit, it's just part of Kali Linux. Kali Linux is just like an OS that has a multitude of kind of different hacking reconnaissance software that you can use. And set toolkit's one of them. You can see they're called social engineering attacks. And this is one for website. And so the one you guys lead to, Sophia was fine when he's like, what is this weird IP? That's actually my IP. I set it up with the router so that I always get this IP. And so everything you guys type has been going back to this kind of prompt. I'm not going to show anyone's password, but obviously but you guys can see there's, someone's credentials down there. And they also keep up like, kind of like some of the maybe browsing information, maybe what browser you were using when you got in, or like what time you got in. So these are like the different people that were getting through the website.
Maybe delete that before.
Yeah. So, but I can show you real quick. Like, if I type in, my and then whatever password. Right.
You just saved it.
Well, didn't have that security.
Press on it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, somebody said, haha, you didn't fool me. It's right there.
No.
But, I mean, this looked like a real website, right? If you didn't notice the URL and stuff, you would really think this was a Google website. And it's really easy to do clone other websites, too. Here. So, but there are, like, ways to fight against this. So if you try to clone something like this, so, like the My eClass website.
But what if you always type in the wrong password and it actually works? It's a phishing website.
Yeah, the first attempt is always wrong.
But if you
Say Control N.
So wait, if we...
Go ahead, Timmy.
Oh wait, you do that and then I want to see what happens.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
CP.
honestly, no,
Yes.
I might do that.
Yeah, let's all set up phishing sites.
Oh, this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's all set up phishing sites.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Well, okay.
We'll
Well,
get in a lot.
If you get
Sounds-
caught.
if you get caught.
If you only if you get caught, Miss Gray. Only if you get caught.
You know,
Whoa, what's up? Turn me back.
honor code.
I mean, I probably won't be able to.
I know.
Wait, what happened?
I will say that a big
Apparently
way
you
that
can't fish
people
my
have
E-class.
been doing this is they look up your fellow coworkers. So if I were trying to like do this to a teacher, I would look up a coworker that they're likely to get an email from. So I might look up like all the math department teachers, and I might fake that I'm sending an email from Christy Mullen and say, hey, Laura, I need you to open the attachment. We're going to talk about it in the meeting next week. And then it would link to this page that looks like a Google like Docs
Sign
page
in, yeah.
and sign in, and I would think, oh, I have to sign in to my Google account, to my account, and then you have it.
Oh no.
So, and that's a big one that's been going around is the like.
I mean, that sounds like
someone
something
there
pretty much anybody would fall
I
for.
would fall for that.
Yeah.
Because, well, I just never log in stuff. I would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna log in. Like I would go in and check that I was logged in. So I would open another tab and go to Google and make sure that I was logged into my Google Doc, and then that would be my sign. But I'm building that in. Anytime I could follow a link, I open that website and go log in separately. So I type in the correct URL, I log in, and then I go to that page to see if it's actually right.
Have you ever like encountered one yet?
Not one that's trying to get me to open an attachment. I mean, we get some all the time. They're always like from like Mr. Bray that are like, oh, they're like, I need to talk to you about budgets, or I have something really important to talk to you about. And then you're like, what do you need if you don't catch it really quick? But they're always different email addresses because they're not that smart. And if
Interesting.
it is his email address, I'll be like, hey, what's up? And it'll be like, I need you to like go buy these gift cards for me and send it. And I would be like, I can't do that for you, dude.
Yeah.
Anonymous.
But this is like very common. Like, just imagine if you have like all the like GSMC emails, right? There, you can just get that, send everybody like a phishing, and then like one of them is gonna bounce and you'll be able to recognize it.
I will preface this that if you do this to GSMST accounts and get caught, you will probably get kicked out of the district, not just
Whoa,
like out of
that's kind of
school or
major.
suspended. It's like a very big offense. So just we should note that.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
So the
So just don't do it
I'm not
at
even
all.
talking about getting kicked out of GSMST. I'm talking about you will likely get kicked out of Gwinnett County because they are not cool with password hacking. And
Yeah, this is.
we've had students that did that before and they got kicked out of the school district.
So the important thing is that we're learning these things is you're kind of aware that these kind of things that hackers do and that like people use to steal information. Because imagine like if your mom goes on your email, right? She probably won't be able to tell these phishing attempts. But it's important that you're able to recognize these and kind of like defend yourself against them.
Oh, you're connected to his router, that's why.
Yeah.
It didn't let me do it in the police place though, because it
But why is it not working?
Wi-Fi. So
Oh yeah, I took it down.
Oh, you have trouble.
Yeah, I don't want to get any more people's password. But so the thing I wanted to talk about was like these things you think like nobody would ever actually fall for these because like this required me to get into a router and start working this stuff out. But like recently, I think about a week and a half ago, Georgia Tech also got like had a data breach that had about 1.3 million records that were kind of exposed. They stored stuff on a database and they found out there was like an unauthorized network entry. And like even because I'm taking Georgia Tech math, they send out an email warning students like your social security number, your date of birth, your last first name, your address could all be compromised, but they're trying to figure out who did this and how to prevent that. And this is Georgia Tech, like one of the leading, like computer science tech.
Yeah.
Tech institutions, yes.
Yeah, so it can happen to anybody.
I mean, how good is this?
I don't know,
They need us.
but like I was even reading the newspaper the other day and like.
You brought in a newspaper.
Yes, sir. You read the newspaper?
Yeah. So it says like the tequila man pleads guilty to hacking Apple accounts of rappers and NFL players. And this guy, he actually went through just like kind of like phishing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he tricked his victims into providing their passwords, Apple account passwords from the accounts. And they said it was a phishing attempt. And so this can happen. And he was able to get I think thousands or tens of thousands of dollars from these rappers and NFL players.
I mean, Apple sucks, so they were wasting their money anyways.
Well, but if you pay attention, there's news like this all the time, and crazy stuff like Target. Like a few years back, I think they got millions of kind of credit card information stolen, and you know how they did it? It was through the AC system. Like some guy pretended to be the AC repairman, and since a lot of their system is now monitored throughout their network, he just got into their network, go to the credentials, and somehow he managed to go through the credit card system and then steal information off Target, and that was I don't know, crazy to me.
How
That's
though?
out of the box.
How does anyone have access to that?
Yeah, it's crazy, and then
Do y'all remember Edmodo?
okay, what
know
about?
that?
Yeah, that guy that also got hacked as well.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. And I know my emails, my email and password were one of the ones that were compromised.
Yes.
I know that's
Same
for
here.
a fact.
I will say that I did IT auditing, and I would look at security and passwords, and you'd be surprised how many companies that are major companies that store your information, like a major insurance agency that did not have the Linux password that you get upon setting it up for administrator
It's a default.
taken down. They still had it.
Whoa.
I won't call them out, but they still I literally logged into their back-end system with the password of admin.
That's hilarious.
So you would be surprised at how many things like that are just little things that hackers know to even interpret or get. But human error can cause some big ripples in systems.
And there's just one website, oh my god, I can't remember it, but you can put in your email addresses and it'll tell you if you ever get hacked in one of these
Have I
big
been
breaches.
pwned?
Huh?
Have I been pwned?
Yeah, have I been
that
pwned?
one.
Yeah.
I can't remember it. But no, that's the one that told me that I've been pwned.
Yeah, so
once.
if you type in your email address, usually they'll tell you if your and then there's been others for your websites, your password if they're kind of publicly accessible, so you can try to see if if you got pwned already.
Yeah.
See, no pwnage.
Try one of your other ones.
Seriously though.
Oh, actually, I think
NV316. Is Hotmail even existing?
Oh no!
Wait, which one? Where do you get pwned?
Wait, go down.
I don't know, but
Which website?
but it doesn't tell you. It's just
Yeah, it does. It does.
Edmodo.
Edmodo.
Edmodo and
They may not be
Shotwell.
accurate.
Because the router
Bro.
configuration changes.
Yeah, it actually tells you, bro. It tells you.
I got pwned through Smogon.
Do you know what
That's what I mean.
Hotmail?
What's Smogon?
Most recent,
Smogon.
Hotmail. I mean, not Hotmail, Telegram.
XD.
yeah.
No.
Wait,
Have you heard
Telegram.
of anything about the uses of Telegram by ISS, a terrorist organization? How you can actually send a message to somebody and you can literally
delete that message.
Yeah,
through
my GC
Autobomb,
is one thing.
Autobomb,
I am
and
not
and
phone
that
on this,
person that you sent to will never be able to look back at that.
Hi Bob. Hi Bob. Hi Bob.
I have been pwned on this, yeah. I created a lot of accounts on this because I kept forgetting about it.
Makes such a big deal, and especially CEOs make so much big deal about that they don't even care how many numbers that one person they use. You don't even know. You may know that person. If that person gets caught by police using one number, they can use another number and still continue that conversation. You're just gonna like keep back and forth.
I should probably stop using my 1950 address as like my main personal, because that's like I've used it under the assumption like it doesn't have anything that would matter if it got stolen. Like I don't have anything that I care if it got stolen for the most.
Yeah, you have to make one of those.
Yeah, I should make
Like
one
your
that actually
password with like a really bad password with a password that's password.
Because now I'm making things that I'm like, I care if this gets stolen.
Yeah. Like college board. Oh no, my college board account got stolen.
I mean, at least with the actually the 1950, I think that one's fine.
Which one?
The one has the weirdest password. It's a stupid password. It's just the entire keyboard, and then I'm gonna change it probably soon.
What is it?
It's just the entire keyboard, like 1 through 0, and then QWERTY WAP as visual.
Nice.
It's annoying as hell to put in, and it's not that.
Visual Zach Vision.
See, I just figured that
Well, okay.
that's
Nobody will
not
try
gonna
that.
be guessed totally.
So,
No.
That's